Good morning students. Today we are going to learn designing of steel and RCC structure, semester 5th, course code 22502, unit 3, analysis and designing of single reinforced section. I am Pallavi Mhase, the conducting lecturer from Devi Mahalakshmi College of Polytechnic, Titwala. Define reinforced cement concrete. Reinforced cement concrete is a composite material is made up of concrete and steel reinforcement. The concrete may be assumed to work purely in compression, whereas the reinforcement is predominantly subjected tension. RCC has two major components, the concrete and the reinforcement. The concrete is really good resisting in compression forces but weak in a tension, and it is to be reinforced properly with suitable material like a reinforcement. Introduction to RCC. The tensile strength of cement concrete is just about 10% of it is strong in compression. Steel is equally strong in tension as well as in compression. This steel is a high strength material as compared with concrete. concrete फक्त कॉम्प्रेशनमध्ये स्ट्रॉंग आहे, पण स्टील टेन्शनमध्ये पण स्ट्रॉंग आहे आणि कॉम्प्रेशनमध्ये पण स्ट्रॉंग आहे. The steel is used in the form of bars to reinforce the concrete is called as reinforcement. It is means to increase the exciting strength of concrete as well as to control the effect of shrinkage and temperature changes. The cement concrete is a reinforcement with steel bar is known as reinforcement cement concrete. What are the purpose of using reinforced cement concrete? The plain cement concrete is very low tensile strength. The tensile strength of concrete is about 1/10 of its compressive strength. As result of plain concrete beam fails suddenly as soon as the tension crack start to develop. To improve the tensile strength of concrete, some sort of reinforcement is needed which can be take the tensile stresses develop in the structure. It is not only increase the strength but also in preventing the temperature and shrinkage. Therefore, the reinforcing steel is added in a tension zone to carry all developed tensile stresses. मीन्स क्या होता है, अगर हम प्लेन सीमेंट कंक्रीट कास्ट करते हैं तो उसका कंक्रीट का टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ इतना नहीं होता है, तो वो फेल्योर का कोई एक्शन नहीं दिखाता, डायरेक्टली फेल हो जाता है. तो इट इज़ वेरी डेंजरस टू कास्टिंग प्लेन सीमेंट कंक्रीट. Suitability of the steel as a reinforcing material. The steel fulfills almost all the characteristics required for the reinforcing material. Hence, it is the most suitable reinforcing material. Steel is used as a reinforcing material because of the following reasons. It is having the highest tensile strength, it is highly elastic, it can be developed good bond with concrete as it is coefficient of expansion is nearly equal to the concrete, that is 11.7 into 10 raised to 6. It is easily available in India. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्या होता है, टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ स्टील की हाई है, इलास्टिसिटी उसकी वो फेल्यूर के पहले स्टील साइन दिखाता है कि फेल्यूर होगा या नहीं होगा. इट इज़ डेवलप कैन बी गुड बॉन्ड विथ कॉन्क्रीट, सो एंड ईजिली अवेलेबल है. Properties of mild steel and HYSD steel. Mild steel, the most ductile amongst all the kind of steel. They have plain surface and have sufficient bond with concrete. These bars need hooks and bends at their end of anchorage. They are less commonly used in RCC because they have less strength and cost approximately same as the HYSD bar. Due to the higher ductile, mild steel bars are used in the blast and earthquake resistant structure. माइल्ड स्टील बार जो होते हैं वो प्लेन बार होते हैं. You can see in this diagram the scrub rib geometry, there is ribs provided, it is HYSD bar. In mild steel there are the plain bars. So the cost of the mild steel bars and HYSD bar is the same. So commonly in RCC the mild steel bars are less used. High yield strength deformed bars, HYSD bars. These bars obtained by the subjecting mild steel plain bars to cold working by tensioning and twisting. These bars have some types of projecting or deforming or lungs or ribs, which helps the increase the bond of strength, so they do not need to the hook. High yield strength and increase the bond strength. स्कब रिब्स मतलब ये होता है कि माइल्ड स्टील प्लेन होते हैं, उनके वजह से बॉन्डिंग इतना अच्छा नहीं होता है जिस तरह से HYSD बार में होता है. Loads on structure as per as IS 875. Dead load. Dead load is referred as the load that relatively don't change over the time, such as the weight of all the permanent component of building, including wall, beam, column, flooring material, etc. The fixed permanent equipment and fitting, they are the integral part of the structure like plumbing, etc. Dead load क्या होता है? जो फिक्स रहता है, मतलब wall, beam, जो हम कभी सेपरेट नहीं कर सकते, वो डेड लोड होता है. लाइव लोड. लाइव लोड इज रेफर एज द लोड दैट कैन डू और चेंज ओवर द टाइम, सच एज द पीपल वॉकिंग अराउंड द बिल्डिंग और मूवेबल ऑब्जेक्ट सच एज अ फर्नीचर. लाइव लोड मतलब क्या होता है? अभी कॉलेज बिल्डिंग है, कॉलेज बिल्डिंग में आप आ गए तो वो क्या हो गया? लाइव लोड. चले गए तो लाइव लोड क्या हो गया? रिमूव. Wind load. Wind load on the structure frame are calculated on the basis of electric response of the whole building against fluctuating wind forces. Wind load on the components cladding are calculated on the basis of fluctuating wind forces acting on the small part. The term of wind loading is refers to the amount of pressure caused by winds. When calculating the wind load, we have to consider that need to be considered the building height, shape, the relationships of the surrounding building. At the time of the constructing the Burj Khalifa, there is a height of Burj Khalifa is too much, so that time the shape of the Burj Khalifa is changed because of the wind load. The snow load. Next is the snow load. Snow load is the downward force on the building roof by the weight of the accumulated snow and ice. The roof of the entire structure can be felt if the snow loads exist. The weight of the building has to be designed to shoulder, or if the building has a poorly designed or constructed. स्नो लोड क्या होता है? स्नो डेड लोड की स्नो का वेट इतना रहता है कि स्नो जिस जगह पे स्नो गिरता है उस जगह की बिल्डिंग्स इस तरह से डिज़ाइन किए होते हैं कि उस स्नो को मतलब स्नो जब गिरता है तो नीचे गिर जाए, नहीं तो वो ऐसे कंसिडर मतलब लोडिंग के हिसाब से कंसिडर करके बनाया जाता है. सिस्मिक लोड और अर्थक्वेक लोड. The seismic load is the one of the basic concept of earthquake engineering, which means the application of earthquake generated aggregations to the building, the structure or it is model. It is happens to contact the surface of structure either with the ground or with adjacent structure or with gravity waves from the tsunami. सिस्मिक लोड क्या होता है? जब अर्थक्वेक आता है तो अर्थक्वेक की वजह से जो फ्रिक्शंस होता है, मतलब जो वाइब्रेशंस आते हैं, उससे क्या बनता है? सिस्मिक लोड. अभी सिस्मिक अर्थक्वेक जोन्स रहते हैं, मतलब 5 जोन से अर्थक्वेक के, उसके हिसाब से अर्थक्वेक का प्रेशर मतलब अर्थक्वेक की फ्रिक्वेंसी कितनी थी वो कैलकुलेट करते हैं, उसे कहते हैं सिस्मिक लोड. Methods of designing. There is a 3 methods of designing: working stress method, ultimate load method, and limit state method. But sometimes in the exam they are confusing with the similar words like working stress method, also called as modular ratio method, elastic method of designing. Ultimate load method is also called as load factor method, ultimate strength method. Now we are going to working stress method, WSM. This method is the first method of designing in old convention come into existence in early 90s. This method is based on the elastic property of material. इस मेथड में सिर्फ इलास्टिक प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ मटेरियल ही होता है. परमिसिबल स्ट्रेसेस इन मटेरियल्स आर कंसिडर. इस मेथड में क्या रहता है? जो मटेरियल रहता है उसका अगर वो 15 की स्ट्रेंथ ले सकता है तो उसको सिर्फ 5% का स्ट्रेंथ ही ले सकता है, ऐसे एज्यूम किया जाता है. Factor of safety for material in concrete and steel are assume 3 for concrete and 1.78 for the steel. WSM does not consider full strength of material. मैंने पहले ही बोला कि इस मेथड में जो मटेरियल की स्ट्रेंथ रहती है वो कम ली जाती है for the factor of safety. The permissible assumption is lead to the heavy cross section of the member, hence the design becomes uneconomical. इस मेथड में क्या होता है कि फैक्टर ऑफ सेफ्टी की वजह से एंड मटेरियल की फुल स्ट्रेंथ नहीं यूज़ होती, तो मटेरियल की कम स्ट्रेंथ यूज़ किए जाते हैं, तो जो WSM रहता है उसमें सब कॉलम का साइज़ बड़ा बड़ा रहता है. मतलब वो पूरा मटेरियल नहीं यूज़ करते, मटेरियल का पूरा लिमिट तक यूज़ नहीं करते, तो उसकी वजह से इस मेथड में जो रहते हैं स्ट्रक्चर्स वो हेवी बन जाते हैं, इसकी वजह से वो अनइकोनॉमिकल होती है. WSM does not predicted critical combination of load before the failure. WSM में क्या होता है, वो कोई कॉम्बिनेशंस नहीं देती फेलियर के पहले, क्योंकि स्ट्रक्चर बिग रहता है. अगर डिफ्लेक्शन आया तो भी वो माइनर रहता है और सडनली स्ट्रक्चर कोलैप्स हो जाता है. Still in use for the design of bridges, chimneys, water tanks. ये WSM बहुत ओल्ड मेथड है, जो फर्स्ट मेथड और ओल्ड ट्रेडिशनल मेथड है, बट जो वाटर टैंक, ब्रिजेस, चिमनीज रहते हैं उनके लिए अभी भी WSM ही यूज़ होती है. Ultimate load method ULM. This is the ULM comes in existence in 1957 to overcome of the drawback of WSM. जो WSM में ड्रॉबैक थे, मतलब WSM में मटेरियल की फुल स्ट्रेंथ नहीं यूज़ होती थी, तो ULM में वो चेंज कर दिया. ULM में मतलब मटेरियल की फुल स्ट्रेंथ यूज़ की. This method is otherwise known as a load factory method or ultimate strength method. This method is based on ultimate strength when the design members will be failed. In this method, factor of safety is taken in account only on the load factor. इस मेथड में सिर्फ लोड को कंसीडर किया गया. This method is based on the elastic and plastic behavior of material. It is considered full strength of material. मटेरियल की जो थी WSM में सिर्फ 0.5% यूज़ की थी स्ट्रेंथ, लेकिन ULM में फुल स्ट्रेंथ कंसीडर की गई. ULM does not consider factor of safety for material. ULM gives the slender cross section due to which subjected excessive deflection. Hence ULM does not have satisfactory under the serviceability condition. ULM ने क्या हुआ, ULM में मटेरियल की फुल स्ट्रेंथ यूज़ की, स्ट्रक्चर इकोनॉमिकल हो गया, लेकिन जो ये था क्रॉस सेक्शन था स्ट्रक्चर के, वो क्या हो गए स्लेंडर होने की वजह से क्या हुआ, मटेरियल डायरेक्टली कोलैप्स हो गया, मतलब मटेरियल की सर्विसबिलिटी कंडीशन में नहीं रहा. इसलिए उसके बाद दिस मेथड इज अल्टीमेट डिज़ाइन to the structure is defined as the method which is limits the structure usefulness of material of the structure up to the ultimate load. Lewis-State method LSM. This method come in existence in 1960 to overcome a drawback of WSM and ULM. LSM is based on the probability of approach. It considers the full strength of material as a plastic behavior of material. In the Lewis-State method is defined as the method which is limits the structural usefulness of material of the structure up to the certain load at which the acceptable limit of safety and serviceability are applied so that the failure of structure does not occur. In LSM में क्या होता है, मटेरियल की भी फुल स्ट्रेंथ यूज़ हो जाती है और जो लोड है वो भी कंसीडर किए जाते हैं. It is a combination of working stress method and ultimate load method. In this method, the partial factor of safety is considered on both load and stresses. This method is advanced over other method since the safety and serviceability are considered. This method gives the economical cross section which is the safe and serviceability. Okay, next lecture we are going to learn some the design fundamentals. Okay, thank you.